Okay, so I was listening to this was really interesting. I forgot to mention it before we started. Just remembered that I was listening to SBGBTV.
Shout out him, man. I rock with him, man.
Last night, and he has a call-in show.
You gotta relax. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to him.
And he had the most interesting dude call in. One of Wack's minions decided to call in and basically just say, hey, why are you always going in on Wack? And it was an incredible exchange, and I'm going to play just a few minutes of it because he obviously his minions don't care about him being a liar. And this is going to demonstrate that.
SBGBTV live call-in show.
Yo, what's the word? You can hear me?
It's a live call-in show.
Yo, what's the word, man? This Big Stuck, man. This Big Stuck from Death of the Cloud Chaser, man. What's the word, man?
Okay, you've been glazing hard with Wack on there, man. What's up with you?
You said I've been doing what now?
You glazing hard with Wack.
No, I don't do no glazing, Charlie. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, listen.
I would never do that.
Wack was on there just telling you anything, my man, and everything he say, you agree with it. You don't never have your own opinion.
Let me give you a good one, right? The whole time though, just like me and you, right? I'm from Chicago. You from where you from, right? So motherfuckers say some shit, and they say some shit, right? How you know if that's fact or opinion? You know what I'm talking about?
When we talking
How
about
do you
Wack,
know the difference?
when we talking about Wack, you know it's factual and you know it's an opinion. You understand that. You understand that.
I don't know what's factual or what's opinions or none of that, bro. The whole time I do content. I'm a blogger. You know what I'm talking about?
Do you know that Wack owe that trainer 12.5 and he being sued? You know that, right?
You say what now?
Wack's being sued by Blueface's trainer for $12,500 for not being paid. You know that, right?
No, I didn't.
Well, that's all out there. You can look that up. The paperwork's out there.
That's the first thing I just heard of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wack. If Wack was so rich,
what does that mean though?
If Wack was so rich,
nigga or whatever, like what does that mean though?
If Wack was so rich,
ass nigga too, right?
If Wack was so rich, right? 12.5 should be something he pissed. If I owe you 12.5 for training my fighter, regardless if he got paid or not from Aiden, because we know he didn't get paid, right? He would have gave him that 12.5 because he told everybody Blueface gonna get his 350,000 regardless. And you think Wack is a millionaire, don't you?
I don't give a Wack.
But I'm just asking you a question. You talk to him all the time.
Listen,
I'm asking you a question. This is it's a yes or no question.
Can I give you the answer?
No, I don't need no explanation. It's a yes or no.
Oh, okay. I don't give a Wack is a millionaire.
But do you think he's a millionaire?
You said is Wack a millionaire or not? I don't give a fuck if he's a millionaire.
I'm asking you a question. Do you think he is, bro?
You said, do I think that Wack is a millionaire?
Do you think Wack is a millionaire? Yes or no, bro?
Yeah, Wack definitely got millions.
Hey. We'll pause right there. This guy is one of those typical clubhouse minions.
I'm familiar with him.
They don't disagree with nothing that this guy says, and they have to know that Wack is lying. But he just said, hey, I'm doing content. Lets me know all they care about is just creating some content, pushing their platform. And if it's lies, it's lies. It doesn't matter who it hurts, who it damages. They don't care.
Yeah, I'm familiar with him. Yeah, Wack could say anything. He could say, it's a lion in the lobby at No Jumper right now. He go, oh yeah, for real, Wack? Did you pet it? Yeah, like I don't understand.
I smacked the damn lion when it started to roar at my ass.
I told him
to go. For real?
I told him to go talk to the lion, go sit down by Moose. Like I'm telling you. Now I like SBGB, man. He be saying all the right, he be hitting all the right bulletin points.
And I think the question about do you think Wack's a millionaire? It's very meaningful. It's not just about whether or not this guy has money or not. It's about, if you believe he's a millionaire, then how many lies are you rocking with that comes out of Wack's mouth? Because if you believe he's a millionaire, he should be able to do X, Y, and Z. He should be able to sign Blueface to a record deal with anybody he wants. You know, he should be able to take care of any debts that he has.
He wouldn't be begging. He wouldn't be begging Cash Money and Barryman for a budget.
Hey, that comes up in this call with
See,
Deezy.
I ain't never even heard this call.
Yeah, this was just last night. It's a long call. I'm surprised that this guy stayed on the phone for 30 minutes. This is a 30-minute call, but I'm sure Wack is calling this dude up today or tomorrow, saying, "Hey, don't call Deezy from SBGBTV no more. Don't call this guy no more. If you still want to do content with me, do not call him no more," because he sounded like an idiot. Here, let me play another segment of this.
Yeah.
Wack got you fooled, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know that Wack is asking his wife for spousal support?
He should.
Huh?
He should. I'm gonna ask
What?
like, listen. I would ask my ex-wife for spousal support.
So you would ask a woman for spousal support if you was going through a divorce with her?
If she got more money than me, yeah.
So you
if
think
she's saying that she bigger than me, yeah.
Come on,
like,
bro.
Even if she don't got more money than me, and she's saying that she's bigger than me, for sure.
Hey, bro, listen. Come on, bro. You listen.
No, I'm telling you a fact, bro.
But no, I'm sitting here telling you. You got to understand, right? You know when Wack talked to you, right? He talked to you because he know you smaller than him, and you really don't got the intelligence, right? And you see when you talk to him.
That's what you say, though.
But listen, you see when you talk to Wack, right? When you mention me, he don't say my name. You know that, right?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
No, he don't. That nigga.
Every time, Wack, if I bring up your name, he gonna mention you. What are you talking about?
He don't mention my name. I just played the audio of when you was talking to him and you mentioned me. He ain't want to say my name. He say,
"Cause I didn't want to say your name."
No, listen, Wack. That nigga know I live in a $500,000 crib that I own. He know that facts. He keeps saying I live in Virginia. He know I don't live in Virginia. He know my address. He posted it in my chat over here. He know where I live at. He know I got a big house. Facts. He know I own it. I'm the only nigga on the deed. He know that facts. But when he talk to y'all, he tell y'all niggas anything because he know y'all little niggas. Y'all niggas don't own no houses.
You saying that Wack tell us anything or whatever, bro. Listen. Let me put you up on game, right? Let me put you up on a lot of game, right? The same way you cover Wack, bro, and you do content, bro, that's the same way I cover Wack and do content.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
What's the difference between me and you?
Because when you cover Wack, you listen here, you take his narratives and you put his narratives out there without countering his narratives. You don't counter his narratives.
I don't need no counter, bro.
Yes, you do.
Listen, Deezy. If a nigga tell me Thug Night, he got smacked by Deezy, I'm gonna correct him? How the fuck do I know if he did or he didn't?
So you mean to tell me when Wack is telling you this stuff, you don't have your own mind and insight on the things he's telling you?
So, bro, you going a whole nother, like you going somewhere else, bro.
Hey, this guy's, I'm sorry to say, but this guy's an idiot. Deezy from SBGBTV is cooking the heck out of this guy.
Deezy having fun.
Yeah, he's enjoying it too.
I could tell you over there smiling and all kind of shit.
And look, we only about 6 minutes into this call, and it goes for 30 minutes. And I'm just shocked that this dude stayed on the phone with Deezy this long, because every point that Deezy was making was 100% factual, was 100% truthful. And this dude had no rebuttal, and he had no logical or sensible rebuttal.
Nah, but he stayed on the phone because in his mind, he wasn't getting cooked. In his mind. You know what I'm saying? He thought he was getting somewhere and making some valid points. That's why he stayed on the phone.
And the way he sunned this dude the whole call. Wack talks to y'all because y'all little dudes. He talks to y'all because y'all ain't that smart. Y'all have no insight into knowing when somebody's lying and when they're telling the truth. You know, and this guy has no experience in knowing what's going on when Wack opens his mouth. Deezy's got that insight. The dude on the phone doesn't. And it's sad because Wack takes advantage of keeping these guys in his circle. People who don't have good insight, people who are gullible, and that will believe, yeah, I got the lion over there in the other room.
Okay, all right, insight. I agree with you. I agree with you, right? But Deezy had said something when he was reacting to some No Jumper content. He paused it and said, "What I could tell is Adam and Munchie know how to talk. Adam told Munchie, hey man, kick back on the Wack stuff." And he said that because we was sitting down, me, Doughboy, Lush, Spotty Face, and Hefe, and Adam, and the snitch conversation came up about Wack, and you know, Spotty Face was saying he was a snitch. And then they were saying, well, where the proof? And I was like, well, I know he a snitch. I just ain't got the energy for it. And then the thing, me saying that is, I'm not talking to Adam, Doughboy, and Lush about this, bro, because real members know, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even worth explaining. They not gonna understand that this dude is under a confidential name. Because if it don't say Cash Jones, they gonna say, oh, well, where's, and I'm not explaining that to a bunch of square cereal box television shaped dudes. And I ain't doing it, but he thought that maybe Adam and I had a talk, and Adam told me to kick back, and that's the furthest from the truth. And if Adam did tell me to kick back, I ain't gonna do it, cause that dude don't kick back. I kick back when Wack100 kick back, and that's if I feel like it after that.
Well, I will say I haven't heard Munchie B's name in his mouth this last month or so as much as he has had it in the past.
No, he was on Clubhouse having a PC meeting. He was in the cell. Whoa. He was on the phone with two PC dudes, and they was talking bad about him.
Okay, recently then.
Right, like 4 or 5 days ago. He live from the PC yard, and then by the title you would think he talking to some reputable dudes from the penitentiary, but he's talking to some PC dudes. You know what I mean? So nah, he don't take a break. He might take a break on No Jumper, but he'll get on Clubhouse and speak on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he does. And sometimes he takes a break on my name, but then it comes up every once in a while, and my name's back in his mouth. But hey, we're going to keep on putting a magnifying glass on all his lies, on all his misinformation. You notice I think you and I single-handedly stopped him from talking about the $200 million diaper deal. He stopped talking about that. He stopped talking about it.
Nah, man, I just heard him trying to defend it the other day.
Oh, is that right?
He was talking about how it's where it's at and why he don't distribute it out here, because people are not really having babies out here. There's too much competition, so you go where it ain't competition and all kind of BS, man. The dude, you know.
Well, I'm gonna contact those countries and to get actual, confirmation. Like, no, we don't know this dude, because I think he mentioned 2 countries. I don't remember them off the top of my head, but it ain't nothing to do a little research. Let me play one more segment of this phone call because it was actually very entertaining.
You gotta remember, right?
I just asked you though, right?
I don't know if you smoke weed or you drink, bro, but I don't do none of that shit. So my brain is clear.
I just asked you, look, your brain can be clear all it wants, right? But like, all I'm saying is, if you're clear, right? Your brain is clear, right?
I don't just go for anything, bro.
So if Wack say like, yo, Deezy, he told me that he the millionaire or whatever. He from California. And I don't know shit about that. I'm supposed to correct him?
If Wack is saying something you know that's not correct, bro, of course you're supposed to have some type of rebuttal
So
as
give
in
me,
to you
give me a
standing on
thing
something.
that you said that I should have rebutted that I should know about.
You should know about the shit that you're asking when he's talking about that he got these certain relationships and he can push a button and that he can get a budget. Nigga, you heard Wack on there begging Birdman for a budget when he was on there with academics. You heard him? He was begging that nigga. Hey, yo, Stunner. Hey, Stunner, you got a budget for me? Stunner said, ho, chill, chill.
Is that in question? Is that in question? Because I definitely heard what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I definitely heard
listen,
that.
Birdman
But
don't rock with the nigga like that.
So
you got to think about
you heard
this.
Me, I'm saying you heard me talking against that or something?
You ain't never asking. He sat there and just told you on that.
No, you said, like, I'm asking you, have you heard me talk against it? Like, meaning that we having a discussion.
You agreed
like,
with it.
At the end of the day.
You agreed with
what?
it. You agreed with it. When that nigga just told you and said, hey, yo, Chuck, I could push a button on this and I got one budget.
Definitely can push the button.
He said, I can push a button. I can get a budget for this and that. Blueface been out of jail 6 months. He ain't got no record deal. Max B been out of jail for a couple months. He got a record deal. All the niggas that Wack be talking about, they got record deals.
Bro, Wack can definitely push a button.
Man, he can't push no button. Wack is blackballed out the music industry, nigga.
And
he could push a button. Well, that button must be broke.
Yeah.
Button must be broke, bro, because Blueface should have most definitely paroled and came home to a deal. But he deal with who he deal with, so a lot of doors didn't closed. So
yeah, I think Blueface has been shooting himself in his foot by dealing with Wack100, and I'm surprised nobody has gotten his ear and say, "Hey, bro, I know you like this guy. I don't, I know you." I heard him do an interview saying that the reason why he signed with Wack is because his wife, he believed his wife at the time when he was with Kimberly, not R&B, and he trusted Kimberly. But Kimberly been out the picture, right? So someone got to tell Blueface, hey, you signed with him because you trusted his wife. But look, the wife has left him. The wife don't even trust him. She's trying to divorce him. It might be time to sever this relationship and move on to someone else.
He ain't gonna do it. I think he feel it. I think he feel as if he owed Wack something. But if he did, I think things will start going better for him.
Well, I wonder how many years is on that agreement he signed, because remember when I saw Big U give an interview and he said, I had Nipsey Hussle signed to a 10-year agreement, which is crazy. Nobody should be signing 10-year agreements. Maybe 3 years, 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, maybe a 5-year, but 10-year agreement, that's crazy.
Yeah, I got some. Yeah. No, I hear you.
So I don't know if
Signed to somebody for a decade is crazy.
Did Wack take a page out of Big U's book and sign this dude to a 10-year deal?
Never know. Never know.
Because I'm scratching my head figuring out why is he still rocking with this dude? Can't even get a boxing match done properly.